Hello my fellow creators and welcome to my YouTube channel. It is the second of the month, which means it's time for SheetLoad collaborators to share our version of this month's SheetLoad of Cards sketch. The SheetLoad of Cards is a sketch, cutting guide, and full supply list provided free to all of Call Me Crafty Owl's subscribers. I'll be sure to link to Call Me Crafty Owl's channel in the description box below. On the first of each month, Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Owl channel shares the sketch for the month and explains how to download that sketch for free. On the second of the month, she shares a full process video using the SheetLoad sketch, including any tips or tricks she may have. The collaboration team also shares our version of how we use the SheetLoad on the second of the month. Now there are both Instagram and YouTube collaboration team members. I will have a playlist in the description box below so that you can follow along with all the collaborators for the May 2024 SheetLoad of Cards sketch. Now, if you would like to play along with this month's SheetLoad of Cards sketch, please be sure to use the hashtags on the sketch when sharing on social media. This way we can see all the wonderful creations being made by all of our crafty friends. Now the sketch does share what supplies are needed, how many cards the sketch will yield. In this case it yields 8. The dimensions in case you want to make one card instead of the full batch. Any special instructions, alternatives or other ways to use this sketch, such as rotating or flipping the sketch. Now this month there is a channel member bonus. Channel members will have access to an SVG file that will help with the placement of pattern paper B centered onto pattern paper A. Page 2 is your cutting guide. This shows you how to cut your pattern paper and shows you how many sheets of pattern paper you'll need. So for this month we need 2 sheets of 12 by 12 pattern paper, and this is your guide on how to cut it. You'll see there's some scraps of paper left over, and she has a suggestion for using these scraps to decorate the inside of your cards. You'll need 8 A2 card bases. You'll need a half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and 2 of each of these pieces will be used per card. Now, Alicia also has channel membership, so if you're interested in learning more about the perks of her channel membership, follow the link on the sketch. She has lots of goodies and extra bonuses for her channel members. So let me show you what I did with this month's sketch. I decided to use this graduation paper. It is from Echo Park. It is the graduation collection kit. And this was from 2022. So I've had it in my stash for a couple of years. So this paper pack, let me show you what the papers look like. All of the pages in this paper pack have cut aparts on one side. So this is the cut apart side, and then you have this diagonal plaid on the reverse, and you get 2 of each sheet of paper. Here are some more cut aparts, and I'm loving that you have 2 because you could use the reverse side as a main panel and then the cut apart as your center panel. I might just do that and kind of adapt the SheetLoad sketch a little bit, but I'll share that later on in the month. Then the back of this one has all these graduation caps. This one has some larger cut aparts, really cute. And then this black with some, it's a white pattern on there. Again, 2 of those. Then we have more cut aparts. And this side has diplomas on that black background. Again, 2 of those. And then here are the papers I used. So these have this larger cut aparts, and on the back side was this kind of a gold tone paper with white stars, and then cut aparts on that one. And this has the pattern paper with graduation caps, diplomas, and stars all over it. And then of course there are some stickers. I thought about adding a few stickers to the inside, but I kind of like how clean and simple my cards look with just the scraps of paper that I used. Now I've also brought in some goodies for my stash. I did use the Onyx Black Pearl Mix and the Gold Jewels from Cat Scrappiness. I also used this Congrats layered die that I had in my stash. And instead of using those strips of paper from cardstock 1, I brought in my Left from Lizi peel-offs. Now, I will be sure to link to any of the products that I can in the description box below. So as you can see here, what I did was layer 2 strips, one of gold and one of black, of those Left from Lizi peel-offs, and I think they look really cute. And then here's that congrats sentiment and shadow. So I did cut the sentiment for this out of gold cardstock I had in my stash. And then for the shadow, I used some shiny black cardstock. And then on the inside, I did use some of that leftover pattern paper to decorate the inside. Now, because I used a black card base, I did add that white mat onto the inside for you to write your message. So I made 4 of these. Let me show you. And then my second design is the reverse of the pattern papers. So for this one, I did the sentiment out of the black and the shadow out of the gold. And then on these cards that had the star as the background, the star paper, I used the Onyx Black Pearl Mix to add a little bit of embellishment. On the ones that had all the graduation caps and diplomas as the main background panel, I used the gold jewels as embellishments. And again, I did use the extra strips of paper on the inside. And I thought about using the graduation paper because my oldest grandchild will be graduating from high school this year. So I have a graduate in the class of 2024. So I know I'll definitely be using one of these cards for her. So here are my completed cards using the May 2024 Sheetload of Cards Sketch and Cutting Guide. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.